Hi, hello students. Hope you all well preparing for the examinations. So we are back with one more poem, that is C.L.M. Poem number 10 in our poetry series. In today's session, we will be dealing with this one more poem written by John Masefield. So as usual, before we start the poem, let us look at the note on the poet. What is there in there? In that poem, note on the poet. John Edward Masefield, the full name. Okay. So date of the year of the birth and year of the death is given in your textbook. Watch out that 1st June 1878, 12th May 1967. He was an English poet and writer, poet laureate of United Kingdom. So he was poet laureate till his death, that is in 1967, 1932, 1967. So he is famous for his important works like Midnight Folk, The Box of Delights, and poems including Everlasting Mercy and Sea Fever. So this Masefield was born in Ledbury in Hertfordshire to Caroline and George Masefield. They were his parents, and his father is a solicitor, which means he's kind of a lawyer. Understand? And his mother died giving birth to his sister when the Masefield was only 6. And he went to live with his aunt. His father died soon after following the mental breakdown. This is the information given at the textbook. You can watch out that. He has lost his mother at the age of 6 only. Once when she has given the birth to his sister. So what is this poem about? What is the tone of the poet? Tone of the poem is serious, okay, critical. Even the mood is also critical, serious, and he is expressing his guilt and his regret towards his mother, that he has not at all done anything for his great mother, okay, which she has done everything for him. She has given the birth to him, and now he has become big, and now he don't have his mother to give credits or to say something to her. And throughout the poem he expresses his grief, his sorrow, that he can't do anything for womanism or motherhood, that her mother has sacrificed for him. So this poem expresses his guilt as well as his pain in an unusual way. We see that. We will see throughout this poem. The poem structure is simple, written around 30 lines is there in the poem, and each stanza has 6 lines, sestet structure, and every stanza has specified rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme is AA, BB, CC. Like that it goes on. You can see that last words: began, man, birth, earth, still, her. Understand? So we'll see each stanza, line by line. We'll understand that. In the dark womb where I began, my mother's life made me a man. To all the months of human birth, her beauty fed my common earth. I cannot see, nor breathe, nor stir, but through the death of some of her. So please focus on rhyming words when you're reading. Begun, man, birth, earth, stir, her. So this is a beautiful poem. So what is saying in the first stanza? The first stanza, the poet begins by acknowledging his mother's sacrifice. Understanding? She has done a lot of things to him. She has given birth to that man. Understanding? With our poet John Masefield. And this throughout the stanza, you can see the journey of motherhood. What happens in that period, the period of pregnancy and their sufferings, their miserable days. Those things are explained here, and along with some beautiful figures of speech. I'll go to explain you now. My mother's life made me a man. Though all the months of human birth, her beauty fed my common earth. So he's saying that his life started from the dark womb. The place where something is generated is called as womb. From there his life started, and his mother life only made him a man. Whatever he is today is just because of his mother. Through that periods, that those 9 months, she's going to sacrifice a lot of things, right? She's going to lose her beauty, she's going to lose her charm, to prepare that man, to make that baby. So that is what the process. It's a complicated process where usually women have to suffer a lot, and they have to lose their charmness, their beauty. So before the motherhood, they'll be so beautiful. But once they get married, once they become motherhood, once they get that position, what happens? They have to lose that charm or beauty. And from that only he has become. Her beauty fed my common earth. This means common earth refers to his body, the poet's body. It's a metaphorical way of saying that, whatever body he is getting today, it's just because of his mother. Tanna taayindane aatanige ಆ ಒಂದು ದೇಹ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ತನ್ನ ತಾಯಿ ತನ್ನ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆತನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ದೇಹನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆಕೆ ಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಆ ನೋವು, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಅವನನ್ನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅವನು ಆ ಲೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಐ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಸಿ ನಾರ್ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ನಾರ್ ಸ್ಟಿರ್ ಬಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಡೆತ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಫೆಡ್ ಮೈ ಕಾಮನ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲೈನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಯುಫಿಮಿಸಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್? ಅದನ್ನ ಯುಫಿಮಿಸಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವು ಅನ್ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಯುಫಿಮಿಸಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯುಫಿಮಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವೇಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕವಿಗಳು ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಜಾನ್ ಮಸ್ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅವರು, ತನ್ನ ದೇಹ ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅದು ತನ್ನ ತಾಯಿಯಿಂದನೇ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಹರ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಫೆಡ್ ಮೈ ಕಾಮನ್ ಅರ್ತ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟುಡೇ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಮದರ್ and I never used to see what is happening there inside the womb. I cannot see nor breathe. You know what is the complex process? Okay, what happens in the mother's womb? Okay, the baby cannot see nor breathe nor stir, but still there is death of some of her, which means if people say that if the woman gives the birth to any baby, it's a kind of partial death. ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಸತ್ತು ಬದುಕೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಆಕೆ ಡಿಕ್ಲೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅದು, ಆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅದು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಬೇಬಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್, ನರಿಶ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಮದರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಬೇಬಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಮದರ್, and that is why she'll go to lose all her energy, her beauty and everything. And this is what he's saying in the first stanza. He's recognizing that his life started in her womb and her own strength and beauty nourished him. Understand? So this, he has understood that, he has clearly realizing that here, and whatever is today, it's just because of his mother. So this is the first stanza. I hope you would have understood that. Let's go to next stanza. Down in the darkness of the grave, she cannot see the life she gave. For all her love, she cannot tell whether I use it ill or well, nor knock at the dusty door to find her beauty dusty in the mind. So in the second stanza, so what he's saying is that, okay, he's saying that whatever he has got from his mother, okay, down in the darkness of the grave, okay, her mother could not see. Darkness of the grave, you know what is the meaning of grave? It's excavation or a bury, where we bury the dead body, that is said to be grave. He's saying that his mother cannot see. What she cannot see? What she could not see, that what he is doing now, whatever she has given by sacrificing to him, is he using that for the good purpose or a bad purpose? Is he making good life out of it or a bad life? What is doing from that, okay, sacrifice? Whatever he is today, it's because of mother. What is doing with that? For all her love, she cannot tell, she cannot judge whether I use it ill or well. Understand? It's an oxymoron, ill or well. Oxymoron, figures of speech. Understanding? So she's not alive, but he's saying that she cannot see. The second stanza, immediately when you start, we come to know that, okay, mother is no more, his mother is no more, and he want to say that he's feeling sad about it. Understand? And you want to say that you don't want to knock at those dusty doors. The sound is repeating in this dusty doors, which means it is an alliteration. ಆ ಡಸ್ಟಿ ಡೋರ್ಸ್, ಆ ಗ್ರೇವ್ನ ಸಮಾಧಿಯ ಒಂದು ಬಾಗಿಲನ್ನು ನಾನು ತಾಕೋದಕ್ಕೂ ತಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು. And he also says that her beauty dusty in the mind, the faded memory of the poet, we can see here, the fading memory, which means since he has lost his mother in the early age, he don't know how our mother used to be look like, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇದ್ರು ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಮರ್ತೋಗಿದೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್? ಮರ್ತೋಗಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ವೇದನೆ, ಆ ನೋವು ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತದನ್ನ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ, ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ ಮುಂದೆ. If the grave gates could be undone, she would not know her little son. I'm so grown. If we should meet, she would pass by me in the street. Unless my soul face, let her see my sense of what she did for me. The next stanza, okay, is just, okay, imagining that if she were, okay, alive now, okay, he realizes that she's not going to recognize him because he's so grown now. ತುಂಬ ಬೆಳೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಈಗ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಆಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆ ಗ್ರೇವ್ ಗೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಆಚೆ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಕೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕಂಡಿಡಿಯಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಶಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮೀ, ಶಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮೀ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಗ್ರೋನ್ ನಾವು. ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡನಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಈಗ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಮೀಟ್, ಶಿ ವುಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಬೈ ಮೀ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾವಿಬ್ರು ಎದುರು ಬದ್ರೆ ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್, yes, I don't know, I cannot recognize, even she cannot recognize. Let my soul face see, unless my soul feels, let us see. ಏನು ತಾಯಿಯ ಕರಳು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ತಾಯಿಯ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯ ಕರಳು ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಅದಾದರೂ ನನ್ನ ಸೋಲ್ ಆದರೂ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿ, ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮ ಆದರೂ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಆಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೈ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಡಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ, ಏನೊಂದು ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದಾಳೆ ಆ ತಾಯಿ, ಏನು ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ನನಗಾಗಿ, ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ತಾಯಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮ ಆದರೂ ನೋಡಲಿ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಆ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ is representing that, and is feeling totally unworthy about him that he cannot recognize, feeling very sad, is feeling ungrateful that he can't recognize his mother, he can't give credits to his mother's debt. ಆ ತಾಯಿಯ ಒಂದು ಋಣನ ತೀರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಾಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾಳ ನೋವಿನ ಮೂಲಕ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಪೋಯಮ್ನ ಮೂಡ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ, ದ ಟೋನ್ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Clear? If you get any doubts in any line, you can comment down there. We'll go to answer that. Let's go to next stanza. So there is a transition, there is a switching takes place in the next stanza. So till now he is talking about motherhood. Suddenly he'll go to switch to womanhood also. Along with the motherhood, he'll talk about womanhood. Let's look at that. What I have done to keep in mind my debt to her and womankind. Look at that. So ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಒಂದು ತಾಯ್ತನಕ್ಕೆ, ಆ ಹೆಣ್ತನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಡಿಡ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್? ಆ ಡೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಋಣ ಅದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ somebody who would have helped you, and that is always there in our shoulder that you have to give it back, you have to repay it. But here when the question is arised in the poem, which means this particular question, we can understand that it can't do anything. This is something which we cannot give back. She has sacrificed such a great thing. Okay, mother is a symbol of sacrifice, and you cannot give anything to the mother, and he knows that fact. He is self-realizing that. He is going through introspection. He is self-evaluating himself that he can't do anything for mother's sacrifice, and even for the womanhood, womankind. ಆ ತಾಯ್ತನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಣ್ತನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಏನೂ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೂ ಬರ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅವನು. Understand? He contemplates whether he has done something to honor her mother, his mother, or a mother's motherhood or womanhood. No. What woman's happier life repays are for those months of wrecked days, which means she has passed through that horrible 9 months, right? The painful period of time, the pregnancy period, those wrecked days, horrible days, painful days. Can I give it back that? ಅಷ್ಟು ದಿನಗಳನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪೋಯಮ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಟಾರಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ. ರೆಟಾರಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಪೋಯಮ್ನ ಬರೆಯೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೈಲ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಉತ್ತರಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ರೀಡರ್ನ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ಗಳು ಭಾಳನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಭಾಳ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ಗಳನ್ನ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಈ ಆನ್ಸರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು, ಪ್ರಶ್ನಾರ್ಥಕ ಚಿಹ್ನೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದೆರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ರೆಟಾರಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 lines, next 2 lines. And let's continue the poem. So he's continuing the same at those time, the time of pregnancy. He's explaining that what he has done there, how she has suffered in those time, in those days. For all my mouthless body leached, your births realizing hell was reached. Mouthless body, which means you know how this baby and mother's womb is connected through that placenta. So everything will be nourished by that placenta. You know that biological things, right? So leech, he's compared himself to leech. Understand? Which means the baby will suck everything from the mother. Whatever it wants, that will be passed from the mother's womb only to the baby. So that is why he is comparing like a leech. Leech also is a kind of a creature which sucks the blood. So here also he has done the same thing. My mouthless body leech, and your birth realizing hell was reached. You know how painful time it is. Okay, the process is extremely painful. Understand? The time of giving birth is extremely painful. We can see that. So dangerous. And sometimes there could be chances that mothers may die. So that is a huge sacrifice she has done. Throughout the stanza there is a questions. Right? Hope you would have understood that. This stanza. Let's go for the next stanza there. What I have done or tried or said in thanks to the dear woman dead. Men trimp over woman still, when trample woman rights at will. And man's lust roves the world untamed. O grave, keep shut lest I be shamed. So here in this stanza, again he criticizes himself and the world. Okay, like this male-dominated society, men dominates over the woman. Okay, men usually exploit the woman rights, and they exploit them with their horrible actions. The things what we see outside, sometimes we can't able to imagine that. Okay, how these people treating the woman. Those things are written here in this stanza. What I have done or tried or said, what I have done, at least what I have done for the sacrifice of my mother. At least what, did I say anything to my mother? Did I say thank you? No. In thanks to the dear woman dead, she has died. She is no more. But what I did for all her sacrifice, there's a big debt on me. I have to do something. But what should I do now? What at least I did. Men trump over women still. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಮೆನ್ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಗಂಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶೋಷಣೆ, ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಮೆನ್ ಟ್ರಾಂಪಲ್ ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ವಿಲ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನು ಓಕೆ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಓಕೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಹಾಗೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಲಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನೋ ದಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ men's that rules the world untamed, that makes the world wild. Okay, it's something which is savage and brutal. That is why there is a typographical deviation in the last line. If you see the original version of the poem, the last line is shifted to one extra line. There is a gap in the one line, the last line. It talks to the grave that you don't open. Okay, keep shut keep shut. You just be closed. Lest I be shamed. Otherwise I'll be shamed. I'm having a huge fear that I'll get shamed. He's feeling ashamed about himself that what is happening in the world right now, what men are doing with the women. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಶೋಷಣೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮಾತು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಗ್ರೇವ್ ಗೇಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಓಪನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಡಿ ನೀವು ಹಾಗೇ ಇರಿ. ಆ ಗ್ರೇವ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ, ಗ್ರೇವ್ అనేది ಒಂದು ಸಾವನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ, ಗ್ರೇವ್ ಸಮಾಧಿ, ಅದರ ಗೇಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತದೆ, ನೀವು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗೇ ಇರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೊಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್. ಈ ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಹೆಸರು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪೋಸ್ಟ್ರಫಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಈ ಪೋಯಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಈ ಪೋಯಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಪೋಯಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆನ್ ಸನ್ಸ್ ಡೆಪ್ಟ್ ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ಮದರ್. ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಗ ತಾಯಿಯ ಋಣದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ತೀರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಾಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಒಂದು ಪೇಯ್ನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈ ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಶಿ ಹಸ್ ಮೇಡ್. ಆಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ತ್ಯಾಗಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇನು ನನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ತೀರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಾನು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎವಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ತಾನು ಅವ್ನು ಇಂಟ್ರಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ತನ್ನನ್ನು ತಾನು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎವಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯನ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಜಾನ್ ಮೇಸ್ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. So hope you would have liked this quick explanation. So if there is any doubts, you can comment down there. We'll be there for any time to answer you. Okay, we'll meet with another poem in our poetry series. Okay, till then, take care, bye.